Hello everyone, this is Michael again, back on YouTube. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening or morning wherever you're looking at from. It's let's see here. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon over here on Saturday. Excuse me, on Tuesday. On Tuesday in Cambodia, and went to the gym this morning. Me and my wife and daughter. They have a pool there, and my daughter was swimming. Me and my wife we worked out in the gym. Um, so I'm kind of making a video a little bit late this afternoon. Usually I make them in the morning, but we went to the gym and my daughter didn't go to school today. They had a test yesterday, so she didn't go to school today. So she stayed with us. So she went with us to the gym. Obviously, you can look at the thumbnail and see everybody's head in the sand, right? For me, that's what people in the USA, probably in Europe and in Austria, other places are doing. They're just keeping their head in their sand, hoping that things will get better. They're not going to. Okay, I don't care who you put in office. I don't care about the Republican Democrat thing. It's not going to get it's not going to get any better. It's going to be like it is. Okay. I watch and my wife watches these videos where people are sitting in their cars crying because they don't have any money. They're broke. It's so expensive to live in the United States. I watched a video where a lady from, I don't know, TikTok or something, whatever she was on, and the other YouTube channel. I don't remember the channel name, and she only bought like 5 items, and it was like $50-something. It was a female product, but it's. I look at these videos about people's rents going up so much, and I'm thinking to myself, why don't they leave? Why don't they leave? I don't understand why people don't leave. Um, like I said, I'm not trying to um, say I hate the United States or I'm a veteran, um, but you guys have to you have to have your head in the sand to not see what's going on, right? Obviously, the whole EBT card thing, right? I don't know what's going to happen there. People are going to start going into stores stealing more than they're already stealing. Um, um, they're spending all of your tax dollars on, um, over there where they're spending them. I'm not going to say the word because then YouTube will, maybe give me a strike on it. But you guys know what I'm talking about, right? It just goes on and on. They keep talking about peace, and then it breaks out again, and it you guys know what's going on down there in South America. I mean, I'm over here in Cambodia, and I watch the news, and I see, oh my God, they're going to be spending billions of dollars. It costs so much money to send those aircraft carriers, all that stuff that they're going to be sending to South America, and when it breaks out, and it's going to break out in South America, when that happens, you better believe all of those people that have come up from wherever and come across into the United States, what side do you think they're going to be on? I mean, you don't think they're going to, you don't think that, I mean, they're probably already locked and loaded. They're already ready. And it's incredible to me that people can stay in a place that's just, it has become just like absolutely crazy. I've talked about this in other videos. Unfortunately, next month, I'm probably going to have to travel to the United States. I'm dreading it. I really don't want to do it. I have to do some business in Stockton, California. I use a bank in Stockton, California. I've used the same bank now for, I don't know, more than 20 years. I know the people. It's a local bank, so I know the people in the bank. I can call on the phone. I can pick up my phone and I can call and have money wire transferred over here. They have all the information that they need. I usually speak to one of two different young ladies on the phone. I won't use her name, and I give them my code word, and they ask me, all the information and stuff. But I get money wire transferred over here several times a year. They charge like $40, I believe. So I've been doing wire transfers for years over here, and I've only ever had one mistake, and it was only because the young lady that filled out the paper, she used the wrong paper. She used a domestic wire transfer paper instead of using the international wire transfer paper. So it just took a little while for them to figure out the problem, because usually it takes like 3 or 4 days and the money's in the bank over here. So I do everything online. Um, um, like I said, I need to go to the West Coast of the United States. So I have lovely choices I can choose from. I can fly into LAX, Los Angeles. Oh, hell no! I mean, Los Angeles is. I'm from California, so I know Los Angeles has been lost for so long. So okay, that's because that's an international airport. I can go up the coast. I can fly into San Francisco. That's not going to happen too. Then I need to go over to Stockton, which means I have to take the BART. Which, if you people that are not from California, you don't know what BART is. That's Barrier Rapid Transit, which it's like a train. It takes you partway over to Stockton, and then after that, you have to get an Uber or somebody pick you up. And I don't want to do all that. So, or I could fly into Oakland. Look at me. I'm not going to fly into Oakland, okay, and then have to try to get there. So let's go a little bit farther up the coast. Portland, that's the next international airport, which is where I will be flying into. I used to live and work in Salem, Oregon, which is about 50 miles south of Portland, and it's been years ago, maybe like 7, 8 years ago. I lived there and worked there, and Portland was an absolute dumpster fire then. So I can just imagine what it's going to be like right now, okay? Because that's where I'm going to have to fly into. But I will get on a train in Portland, an Amtrak, and take it to Salem, which is, like I said, about 50 miles south. Beautiful little city, at least it was the last time I was there. Get a rental car, then find an Airbnb. I'll find a place to stay. I don't want to book it online because there's so much fraud out there. You don't know if for real or not. I want to be local so I can go look at the place. Anyways, or I could fly into Washington, up into Seattle, Tacoma, to Seattle. Seattle is another crazy city that's so expensive. But eventually I would have to take the train back down to California. So there's my choices. So Portland is where I'm going to have to fly into. I'm really dreading it. I dread going back to the United States for many different reasons. Number one, it's an extremely long flight. There's no direct flights from Cambodia to the USA. So I'll have to change planes either in Japan or in Taiwan, which is about a 4 or 5 hour flight from here, and then wait in the airport for 6, 7 hours. I don't know, until the flight leaves. It goes to LAX, which is where I will have to change planes again. I'll be flying into LAX. And go through through the immigration, through the customs, whatever. It's no problem. And then I have to stay in the airport and then get on another plane and fly from LAX up to Portland. So, it's just really kind of a hassle, but it's one of those things I have to do. My bank ATM card is expired. I have several credit cards that I seldom use them, but they're expired, and so I need to get them sent to me. I need to put in a change of address up into Salem. But anyways, and I just cannot imagine people living in the USA when it's so expensive? And over here, where, like I said, over here where I live in Cambodia, it is a third world country. Okay, I see things over here that most people that freak me out, and I've been coming here for 12 years, and I see things here that freak me out almost on a daily basis. Okay, you never know what you're going to see. You never know. So the roads are shot out. A lot of the people are shot out. But just to give you an example, okay, the gym that I go to, me and my wife, okay, it's a beautiful gym, absolutely beautiful. Okay, beautiful gym, has all the equipment you can imagine. Everything you could want in a gym. They have a steam room, a sauna. They also have a pool. Okay, the gym, if you want to go per day, okay, if you want to just go on whatever day you know, it's $1.50 a day, and you can stay in there as long as you want. Okay. So if you want to swim, it's $2. Okay, my daughter went swimming. It was $2 for her. It was $1.50 for me to go to the gym, and $1.50 for my wife to go to the gym. Okay, but that's $5. $5, and we had a really good time for $5. Okay, they have a restaurant there at the gym, or cafe. It's not really a restaurant, it's kind of a cafe. But I saw on the sign today, pizza. You could order a pizza. They have pizza there. It's probably a frozen pizza. I don't know, but $7. And like I said, I don't know why people are just. I don't know why they won't leave the USA. They just won't. And like I said, living in a third world country it comes with its own challenges. Okay, it comes with its own challenges. I live in a 2-story house. I'll put on a video one day to show you guys my house. But I live in a 2-story house. I don't know how many square foot because over here everything's meter, everything's metric. So, but I live in a 2-story home, 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. The family room, which is upstairs where I'm taking the video right now. I have a little desk right here. Downstairs, we have a living room, and we have a nice dining room and a big kitchen. We have a utility room out back. We have the washing machine and storage and stuff like that. But we use a lot of electricity. Okay, I have the refrigerator behind me. You can see the small one upstairs. Okay, this is the one upstairs. I keep ice cream. I keep ice cream in there. I keep Coca-Cola in there. I just keep snacks inside it. And I don't know. It's nice to have up there. So, and then downstairs I have a big double door Samsung. I have a deep freezer. We have 2 machines for cleaning clothes. We have one small that we use for clothes, and then we have a big one that we use for blankets and stuff. The house is fully air conditioned. They have what they call mini splits over here, which is there's no ductwork. There's an air conditioner in every room, and I keep the place cool because it's hot over here. It stays hot. Okay. I tell people there's 2 seasons here. There's the hot season and the hotter season. It is hot and humid over here every day because we're so close to the equator. And I've got I got 4 televisions. I have the refrigerators. I have Wi-Fi. I have security cameras. I use a lot of electricity. Okay, and on average, our bill is $180 a month. Okay, that's. I see people online. They're talking about $400 and $500 electric bills, and ours is. And like I said, ours is around $180 a month. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little bit more. But it's just everything is just so much less over here, and people say, yeah, but I don't know how to make money over here. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You know how to make money, okay? I was teaching for about 2.5 years at a international school really near my house, okay? And I'm not going to tell you guys how much um, I made, because I don't want that information out there. But I made about 4 times what they pay the Cambodian and Khmer teachers. Okay, because I'm a foreigner. Because English is my native language. Okay, and I taught fourth, fifth, and sixth grade students English and math. I mean, if you can't teach fourth, fifth, and sixth grade students basic English and basic math, well, then I mean, and you can work online. I see all the time. There's companies that will pay for people to work online, and you say, yeah, but they only make 30 or 40,000 a year, which I know in the USA you can't make it on that. But let me tell you, if you made $30,000 a year over here, it would take the average Cambodian almost 10 years to make that much. Okay, the average salary here is $2,300 a year. A year. That's not even $200 a month. So if you only make 30,000 or 40,000 working online, you're gonna be living large, man. You're gonna be living large. And I just, like I said, I look at I'm not a, I don't look at Facebook. I don't do the Facebook thing. I don't have a Facebook on my phone. I don't have any games. I don't do the tip. But you can rent an absolutely beautiful condo over here, 2-bedroom condo, fully furnished for $650, $700 a month. Okay, and that's in the city. I really don't like the city because of all the traffic and all, just all the. But if you go up on the 6th, 7th, 8th floor, whatever, past that, you're not going to hear anything. But it's just so much cheaper. And now I see a video on Walmart where they have these digital prices. They're changing prices instantly. It depends on how many people are in the store and what time of day it is. They can change the prices. My God, I don't know how you guys can live over there in the United States. I really don't know. It's craziness. For me, it's just absolute craziness. Like I said, I watch these videos where people are sitting in their cars or crying and saying everything. The rent's going up and so much is going up. And it's like, get out of there. You just leave. Well, I don't know where to go. Well, research it. Look up online. You can, like I said, I chose Cambodia because the visa process is easy. I have the visa process is extremely easy to get a visa to come over here. I have I'm looking at it right now. I have a work card. Okay. I have a Cambodian work card. Okay, you have to have this if you work here. Me. Okay. I have a Cambodian work card. I have a business visa. Okay. I have this work card which allows me to work. If you don't have this and they catch you working without it, even online or anything, then they can, it can cost you a lot of money and they kick you out of the country, not let you come back, a lot of things. So I get it. It's only like $250 a year, and it allows me to work legally in the country. Okay. So, anyways, it's just so much cheaper to live here. And the people that just stay in the USA and just suffer every day, they're just like, they're just barely getting by. They're just barely living. And I don't know how like I said, I don't know how people can, I'm putting back my little file over here. I don't know how people, I don't know how you guys can do it, man. I wouldn't be able to do it. So, like I said, there's teaching. Also, I would teach a class. A lot of times people want to learn English because it's the international language. I would teach a class at night. Okay, I would go to a school and teach from 5:30 to 6:30 at night, 1 hour a night, 5 nights a week. Okay, and like I said, I'm not going to tell you guys how much I made, but believe me, there's so many things that you guys can do Okay, you can teach people to speak English. That's what you guys speaking. You're listening to me speaking English right now, right? You can look online for lesson plans. Um, you know, just like I said, don't worry about not being able to make it outside of the United States. You can go to Cambodia, you can go to Vietnam or Thailand or Indonesia. Um, I wouldn't go to Europe. I wouldn't. They're having a lot of problems over there with the people. So I have to say that because I don't want YouTube to the same kind of people they're having problems with in the USA, right? The same kind, right? So Mexico, you want to go to Mexico where there's like 40,000 murders a year, because So like I said, you guys have choices. You have choices, and if you stay until it's too late, okay? If you stay until it's too late and they don't let you leave, then what are you going to do? You're going to be stuck there. And you see, one of the things here about living in Cambodia is nobody can own a gun. You cannot own a gun here, okay? If you get caught with a gun, you're in some really big problems, okay? I don't have a gun. I don't know anybody that has a gun. Even the police, when they have a gun, they have to leave it at the police station when they go home. Okay, so there's very few guns. I'm sure there's some on the black market out here. I'm sure there is. I'm sure you could find one if you wanted one, but you can't you can't you cannot own a gun over here. So we don't have to worry here about people using guns. We don't have to worry about robberies and stuff like that. I've never had any problems. So, anyways, my daughter just brought me up something to eat, so I'm very nice of her. So, anyways, I hope everyone at least thinks about leaving that country. Look up, research, find a place to go that you don't have to live like that. So, I can help you if you need help to come over here. I have look up live, LIVE .rich, RICH .Cambodia at gmail.com. I have a Gmail account, and if you guys email me or leave something in the comments, man, I said I'll give you guys all the ins and outs. I'll tell you what you need to do to come here. I can help you with coming here. I can, as far as telling you what you need to do. It's an easy process. I've done it enough times where I know. So, anyways, God bless all of you guys. And I hope everybody has a good day, good night, or good evening, whatever it is. And please be safe out there, man. It's the whole 1st November, the no EBT thing, and the they're gonna, I don't know what they're gonna do, right? You don't know, but be safe out there, and especially if you're going to the grocery store around that time. So, you guys have a very nice day, and please click like and subscribe to my channel. Please do. I would appreciate it, man. I really enjoy making these YouTube videos. I've just started doing it, and I really enjoy it. Thank you guys very much, and you have a very nice evening or day or whatever it is. Thank you. Goodbye.